Greetings, everyone. Day 9 of my quarantine here in Tokyo, the Nezu neighborhood of Tokyo. It has been raining all day. It was raining really hard this morning. So it makes me really sleepy because I don't get much exercise. And even though I'm not eating that much, I'm probably eating more than I need to. And that was my water bottle just popped. Anyway, back to my adventure. Yes, adventure is a good word for it. So the flight here went from Philadelphia to Chicago, Chicago to Haneda. Philadelphia to Chicago was jam-packed. Flying rather inside of the United States right now is back to normal. Oh, overbook, everything else, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm bragging, but I was first class, so no problem. And a little wait in Chicago. And then the Dreamliner from Chicago to Haneda. 7 people in first class, 12 people in coach class, plus the crew on the plane. I'm not exaggerating. It was like something out of a Charlton Heston movie. It was crazy. They're all very nice people, the crew. Naturally, I always get along with the United Flight crew. They're always very professional, very sweet people. I know many of them from different trips to Denver and Denver to Tucson and Philadelphia to Houston, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's fine. So, fairly well rested, get off the plane, and immediately, as soon as you get off the runway area of the little gateway ramp, you're met by representatives from the Japanese government who check your paperwork. My paperwork. And if it's approved, which mine was, then you're allowed to go forward. And what you do is you go forward up the steps, a long, long, long walk at an empty Haneda airport to the first of many short spaced checkpoints. Check your paperwork again. Paperwork, okay. Then take one of your pieces of paperwork. Your pledge, okay, take that. Then go to somebody else who checks to see if you have the first app on your phone and that it works. Then you go to another person who checks the second app to make sure you have it on your phone and it works. These are apps that the government checks on you every day while you're in quarantine with. One is just a simple locator. The other one is recording your location, video recording 30 seconds, but I also suspect it records your temperature. Then you go to another station where somebody checks your email. They send you an email from the ministry and you show them that you received the email so they know you can receive email. Then you go to another area where you get paperwork to have a COVID test, another COVID test. And then you go, COVID test, paperwork, ta-da. And then you go and you spit it in a little cup to get it into a vial. Okay, I've been on a plane for 12 hours. We all have. A little bit dried out. Not the easiest thing in the world. Then you go to another area after you give hand in the test, the paperwork and the test, and they put a stamp on the paperwork. And then you wait. You wait for your results. When you're all finished and you get your results back, ta-da, you get a little pink slip. Ta-da! That means you're negative. Then you go to the next station, you show your little pink slip. Okay, good. Then on my way to immigration, another checkpoint. Show your pink slip again. Okay, show your pink slip. Then you get into immigrations, you go up to the usual window, blah, 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 look at paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Wait, come with me. And then you have to go to another area where you sit and wait while the whole office area, appears to me, looks over your passport and your paperwork. Like, I don't know how many people. Finally got to the point where I just said to the guard, I said, I have to go to the toilet. Off I ran. That was like 2.5 hours to do all that after arriving. Very detail-oriented. Keep in mind, Japanese government doesn't care, but I'm fully vaccinated since early February. Then my driver from the car service had been waiting for me very patiently. He had already called me and texted me a few times, and he was waiting for like an hour or so, maybe more. And then about a 25, 35 minutes, somewhere in that range, I don't remember exactly, but this time my brain is mush. Drive to my apartment, And then I get to my apartment, and my colleagues and dear friends Shogo and Aki are waiting for me to take possession of my apartment, to give me the keys. They have put in the refrigerator water, iced tea, and ta-da, one of my favorite chocolates in the world. They remembered. Oh my God. It was like, oh, stress relief beyond comprehension. They then take me very quickly to go do the shopping so I can pick up a few things, some food and some necessities. I'd already gotten a box of supplies, kitchen stuff, everything that the university helps supply you with if you want to do that. Shogo was kind enough to do that for me. He also supplied me with a Wi-Fi unit so that I have Wi-Fi in my apartment so I can do my research and my work and my emails. And yeah, so getting up at roughly 4 a.m. on the 22nd of June, finally getting to my destination about 5 p.m. on the 23rd of June. Yeah, and then go to sleep, wake up the next morning, allergy attack beyond belief, non-stop sneezing all day. The allergies still come and go, just terrible. I think it's a combination of Tokyo. There is pollution, of course. I can already see it on my floor, on my feet. I know it because I lived in New York for many years, and very humid weather. The humidity always bothers me when it gets really humid. So it might get stuffed up, and it comes and goes and comes and goes, and take an allergy pill and blah, blah. So that's my ordeal of getting to Tokyo and getting into quarantine. And they check upon you every day, usually 3 times a day. Initially, I think it was a bit more than that, but I'm not sure. Can't remember now. Ministry of Magic, aka Health, is pretty good at this. So, yeah, that's what life is like so far. And I will report back soon with another video about the details of my everyday life here during quarantine. And I have to say, it's really not that bad. So people think it's awful, you know. One of the things my dear friend Paul Binkman said to me when I said I had to go into quarantine, he says, oh, how's that going to be, Harold? Blah, 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 blah. I said, you forget, I'm a Buddhist. I can go into like a mini retreat. So more on that soon. Next episode. Stay tuned. Same bat channel, same bat time? Probably not. Thank you. Bye-bye.